Hi everyone, it's long been my ambition to install electronic ignition into the Rover, and it's in fact one of the first jobs I did when I got the car. I bought an expensive electronic distributor and put that in, and it burnt out for some reason on the first journey. So I went back to the old points, but now this set, as you can probably see, is very worn and very pitted. So I thought, well, now's the moment. I'll have to go back and give it another go. So I ordered this electronic ignition set from Accuspark, and here it is. Your trigger ring, your paste, your red rotor arm, and your ignition module there. Now I've had to just extend the cables a bit because they weren't long enough in the kit, so it reaches the coil. But there is a problem. Let me explain. So as you can see, this car, being an early A-series car from September 68, has the early version of the Lucas 35D distributor with this triangular base plate here. And the problem is fitting this electronic ignition kit. They give you this trigger ring here, but you can see it doesn't fit because there's this post here. This is the screw which holds the base plate to this distributor, so it won't go down. So I wrote to Accuspark about this problem, and they suggested a workaround, a fix. So that is to remove the spring which was on the base plate, on the screw holding the base plate down, and replace that with a little metal collar. This is a something I found in my carburetor drawer, which housed all the carburetor bits, so it's something from that. I can't exactly remember what, but put that in the place of where the spring was, and to give it further clearance, file the washer, which sits on top of this, flat at the top, so to give it adequate clearance to fit the trigger ring. So that's what I've done. So let's see if we can put it all together. So we'll take this little collar thing that I made and pop it over that post, and then take the file down washer. You can see I've just filed the corner off that, or one of the edges. Pop that on the top, and then I can put this nice little screw, this one, well, it's a screw, you know what it looks like, on top of that post. So it's align the washer properly, so it's hard doing it, keeping it in light and with the camera. So basically like that. That's the edge. I'll get something to do that up with. Got to make sure the washer stays around the right way. Don't really want that join there. There we go. Okay, I think that's lined up now. I don't know if you can see that, but I think it is. Okay. So as you can see here, the little collar is on, replacing the spring, and the ground off washer has a flap this side. So this should leave enough room to put the trigger ring on. So let's give it a go. Okay, so that fits down. That fits down perfectly now. You've just got enough space on this side. Now we have to see where the ignition module is going to sit. That's the fixing screw for the old points, just there. But I don't think that's going to fit there. No, it doesn't. It doesn't quite go there. So I think there's another hole. There's another hole here. So I think it's going to have to go in there. Where is it? There we are. Like that. So I think that's going to be the position. And the wires are going to have to be threaded through the hole here. There you go. And there's the grommet. In there, like that, nice and snugly. And now we've got to put dust there. Now we've got to put some heatsink paste on the bottom and fix it onto the base plate. So that's a liberal dose of the heatsink paste onto the back of the module. And now we get to put it back into the distributor. Yeah, I think you'll have to come back to me when I've done this, because it could prove fiddly and I may need to bosh the camera out of the way. Okay, so back in a sec. Okay, it's all in. Now to me, that looks like a pretty tight fit. I've got 2 or 3 millimeters there. It's a bit closer on this side than it is on that side, and there's a little bit of clearance there, but there is clearance, you know, so it's not catching. It's not catching. So bang the. Also got clearance between the module and the rotor arm, so that's good. So yeah, let's connect up the wires to the coil and see how we go. Alright, so let's just make sure we get these in the right way. Let's have a look. Let's see, this is a positive and this is the negative. Okay, so the positive already has one connection on it, which would be from the battery. So yeah, negative. Oh, we've got enough lead there, just, gosh, that's quite, okay. And positive. Tricky. And on, okay. So that's it, we're all connected. Okay, here we go, take one. Whoa! All right. First time. First time. It's a long time since she's fired up first time off the key. So cold. So I'd call that job done.